and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the Moses Marquis Saint, and every morning I get up and I am blessed to be alive. And so are you. You know, a lot of us, we focus too much on our stress and not our blessed. We look at the sun and we forget to shine. This morning when I got out to go grab back and grab my hoodie, but I forgot that it's always going to shine. Like no matter what, let the sunshine in. And I'm letting the sunshine in this morning. We're going to talk about seeing our habits so we can let that sunshine in and stop self destroying ourselves. What do you call that when you're hurting yourself? Self-sabotage. So we're going to get into that. Somebody cue the intro, please. Pew! And let's get into it. Yeah, man. Seeing habits is one of the highest functioning of intelligence that we can get, you know. A lot of us can't see the forest through the trees. It's blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. Woke up from the douche to the roamer in the night. Singing, and this guy's got a cigarette in his mouth. I'm blessed that I don't have that habit in the morning. I don't know if you can see it, but you got your car, you got your dog, and you're smoking cancer. He can't see his habit. He can't see that he came here to feel happy and calm and be with his dog, and instead he's smoking out a little smart mini with a small dog, and I can smell it. Like I can smell it. Hi! So it's one of those where the rest of us are up here trying to breathe fresh air, you know, and the other parts are out there trying to kill their lungs. It's one of those things. We have so much hypocrisy inside of ourselves. I talked about it yesterday about the duality of the human condition and how we tend to only see what we feel. Let me say that again. That's a big one. We only see what we feel, not the actual facts, not the way it's presented to us or the style it's presented to us. It's the way we feel towards it that makes it our own reality. And that's why I said, are you seeing your habits? I talked to a friend yesterday. She wanted to stay sober. She had 4 days not drinking. And I spent a good hour on the phone with her because I didn't want her to drink. I wanted her to stay sober and reach someone that needed the help, needed someone to talk to and had no one to talk to. So I like to be there for those phone calls. I like to be there when the person transforms and decides to be themselves. I was gonna come here and chill out real quick and smoke this new product. Getting it from my homies, Pure 8. Yeah, they shine and look at that. Yes, blessed. I'm shouting you guys out. It says contains hemp-derived Delta-8 extract, contains a total of Delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol at concentrate that does not exceed 0.3 of dry weight basis. 2018 Farm Bill compliant. So I'm gonna get in on this one. I got my Roken. I'm gonna be toking a Roken. Don't cover the logo, Saint. Let's get into it, shall we? What we are doing is we are labeling things. It's almost like if you were to go to a restaurant and you needed to label something. This one's kind of fucking cool, by the way. You have to press the side button. This total smoking review, by the way, smokingreview.com. But this one has a wood tip, bro. When's the last time you seen a cartridge with a wood tip? Fucking trippy. Let me get this bad boy out. What the fuck? Ooh, looking like a bullet. It looking like a bullet. It looking like a bullet. Okay, looking like a bullet. That's so cool. So anyway, I want you to go inside yourself today when we test this out. Check out Roken Dial. You can take off the top, screw it on, and boom bap. Wait, I gotta take the tip off. I was wondering if that was on the end. And then boom bap, you screw it on. Screw it, baby. Screw it. And you put it on. You don't even have to press a button. LED lights. Ooh. Not so bad. Tasty motherfuckers. Okay, tasty motherfucker. So she was mislabeling her emotions, right? I'm talking to her for an hour, and she's saying things like, I wasn't supposed to date a cokehead, and this guy told me he would quit, and then I'm chasing your other buddy that's over 300 pounds, and she's a really cute girl. I didn't see her with any of these weak, fat dudes, right? But what she's not saying to me, and I tried to explain to her, is like, you're not fixated on alcohol. No, that's dopamine, right? Like relabel your addictions. I'm like, this is rice, this is sugar. You would have labels on your bottles whenever you use something, right? We're mislabeling it. She's mistaking it, her loneliness, for dopamine. She's mistaking the want to be near someone and not be left in the fear of being abandoned for being with someone that doesn't want to be with her. And that's just one example of people, but we do this all the time with our habits, that we get inside of our heads and we establish some kind of emotional feeling towards an issue, right? We're not seeing it, we're feeling it again. And then we make decisions based off those feelings. So we might not feel loved, so we block phone calls, so now we're really not going to be loved. We might not feel accepted, so we feel weird and we isolate ourselves. A lot of that self-sabotage is adding up, right? You don't see it, but it adds up inside of ourselves because we're not seeing it, we're only feeling it. We only feel a certain way. So when she said she was going to the bar, I said, you're not going to the bar. You're going around people to feel closer to them. That's oxytocin. So instead of saying I'm going to the bar, say I'm going to get dopamine. And instead of saying I'm going to go hang out with my friends, say I'm going to go get a hit of oxytocin. Do that, and therefore you know what you're chasing. Instead of chasing the dragon or chasing something else that's outside of us, you can chase what's really inside of you and see it for what it is. I was telling her she's mislabeling it. It's not alcohol that she wants. She wants to feel secure. And it's not oxytocin that she wants. She just has a fear of people leaving her. And when we ask ourselves, is that what we're doing? Are we smoking cigarettes because we're lonely and we got no one to talk to? Would you still be smoking the cigarette if you had a good friend with you and they didn't smoke cigarettes and they wanted to talk with you about something important and couldn't smell or breathe around you because you were smoking? You probably wouldn't smoke then. You'd be like, oh yeah, I don't have to hold this habit up. Oh yeah, I can change my behavior. Oh yeah, I can see my behavior. So when we're doing this plastic pocket challenge, when we're doing this, our thing out in the world and expressing ourselves and talking to others, right? It's important that the lens, right, the aperture is focused on, again, alleviating suffering. To where are we at inside of ourselves? Does it come through all of those things? The loneliness, the sadness, the help, the cries for help. That's what I was hearing. I didn't hear I want to quit drinking. I hear I need help being myself. And that's so huge, right? Like if you say it correctly, right? And with all these other motherfuckers coming by, if you say your situation correctly, you can establish it correctly. And that's something that we need to do, is talk to ourselves correctly, labeling things correctly. Not that we need labels, but call it what it is, right? Seeing our habits is, it's not I'm addicted to nicotine. It's I'm lonely, I'm not addicted to alcohol. I'm lonely. I'm not addicted to cocaine. I'm hurt inside. And any of these things that say it for reals for what it is, like a big grown up, and there's a lot of ego out there and a lot of people won't say that, but it's hard to get people to say what's really happening. Like I don't know how that didn't get in, but the trash can's right there. How am I gonna say what's really happening to me if I'm always up in my feelings and I can't say what's really going on? Like, oh, I'm a control freak, or I have fear of being abandoned, or I'm having trouble communicating without resentment or anger. That is really socially acceptable, right? Someone can actually process that and say, okay, I understand what's going on with you, okay? But for the rest of us, we're not saying it right. We're just acting out, and we're just rolling with our feelings instead of our thinking, and that's something that we can change. So that's your morning marijuana motivation. On my heart from the start, your boy Marky Saint, Saints brand, rise and shine. Make sure you get this one. I think it's 40 or 50 bucks online. And every time you purchase something from Saints brand, mostly Saints brand, Saints addiction, anything, goes to Saints giving. And that's what I'm doing. I'm giving them my time and my shine so everybody else can shine brighter. And I hope you do the same. So peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever, and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao. Whew.